What's up, party people? Hi, ENFJs and other people as well. You are important as well. Thank you for joining me on Tam's Tech Advice. I'm Tamara, and today we're going to address ENFJ unconventional. Do you think ENFJs are conventional? Conventional means concerned with what is generally held to be acceptable at the expense of individuality and sincerity. It's following traditional forms and genres. I know statistically that there are not many ENFJs out there, but I've never thought of it that way. I know that there is approximately 2.5% of the population that's ENFJs. That is so freaking tiny. So it's not unusual to have a building full of people and you're the only ENFJ there, because I think ENFJs think of themselves as conventional, even though they know there's a deep piece of them that is really different, that's really unique, that really stands out. And I know that might be shocking to you that something so simple is such a big moment for me. I'm just now realizing that, you know what, maybe I've struggled to fit in because I'm different as an ENFJ. There are other times when ENFJs can be the most popular person in the room. They can be the prom queen, prom kings, like that ain't nothing. They rise to the top in movies. You see a lot of actresses and singers and people who rise to the top. And yet there are times when I don't fit in. And I am confused by it when I shouldn't have been confused by it. ENFJ is unconventional in many, many ways. So it shouldn't come as a surprise that you are a peg that doesn't quite fit in the hole, or that sometimes you're in a conversation and you're totally lost. Everybody else is like, oh, that's so funny. And you're thinking, okay, trying to catch up to the funny part. So you're faking until you make it. And, yeah, let me say something funny too. And it's just like, and it might work. I think ENFJs can be great actors, but the truth is there are times when ENFJ feels totally lost, totally out of place. And it's because you're supposed to be. You're not like most people in the world. Some people might blow this off like ENFJs are always popular, people like them, people want to be around them, they're the cool people. At least sometimes, it depends. Sometimes we can be the nerds. I think ENFJs are also highly intelligent, so there's just a lot of different angles. ENFJs are mostly conventional in the sense that they are going to have ethics and values, and they're going to want to be grounded in those things. They're going to want to do the right thing, especially as it relates to humanity and not hurting their fellow human or animals. They're going to want to do the right thing by people, and they're going to feel very strong convictions in those areas. They also want to follow rules. They also want to create systems that work, or work in systems that work when they're at work. Let's do this. Let's make things happen. Let's be successful with this system that has been working. If it's not working, they're going to want to tweak it, fix it, change it, or go somewhere where the system is working. So they are rule followers. They want to respect a boss. They want to respect the hierarchy of things. They are cool with that generally. Now there are some rebellious ENFJs out there, probably some sixes that want to go against the grain all the time, or that are ready to fight. That's another story. But even though ENFJs are largely conventional, there is, let's say, 1/4 that's unconventional. There might be a natural rebellion, unless they are the perfectionists on the Enneagram. There's going to be a natural rebellion. Gotta sneak a cookie out of the cookie jar. You say that we're doing all these things straight in line. Well, they're not censors. So even though they can grab details and be great at directing people with details, it's still difficult in some arenas for them to be this exacting sensor thing. That N is moving them all over the place too, like waves in water. It's like trying to get the grain of salt in the ocean, and you can never grasp that grain of salt. It's already dissolved in it. So ENFJs are always going to function in being unconventional, not wanting to do the status quo. I can't say words today. They are going to want to do things their own way sometimes. There just really has to be room for that. Doesn't mean that they can't ignore that need, but they just kind of want to switch things up sometimes, you know? You always watch TV in the bedroom, they're going to want to watch it in the living room sometimes. ENFJs are going to be different in a way than other types. They're going to think differently. And so my message to you today is, don't be surprised when someone challenges your thinking process or challenges the way you want to do things. That's okay. You're an ENFJ. Doesn't mean that you're better than anyone else, but you are going to be different in the best way possible. That can make a considerable difference in the world. So be a little bit more cautious before you switch over to being or doing something else to fit in. It's probably unnecessary. So if you want to learn more about ENFJs, check out my playlist in the description box. I got a bunch of videos for you. And if you want to date an ENFJ, check out my book, Flip the Script on Love by Tamara Zyon. Also my book, The WORKPLACE NaRCISSiST, will help you with those unruly, difficult people who just don't understand ENFJs at all and they're rude and crude. My book is going to help give you strategies to deal with those kind of folks as well. So I will put links in the description box, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.